Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is a very dreary, cold day. We've had some really beautiful weather that melted all that snow. As you see, the grass, it's not the best looking grass right now, but we wait for the spring to come in and hopefully everything will start to turn green, and these trees that are bare turn out to be the most beautiful trees when they start to bud. And we have our sage. She's with us today. For the past couple days, we've had some really beautiful weather. Tuesday got to almost 80, and we had ladybugs flying into the house. And that's one insect I'm not afraid of. So I'll pick it up with my fingers or get some kind of, maybe a paper towel. I won't kill them. I'll put them back outside. And we had our windows open. My son went for walks in the park in town. He said it was really nice. So I think I'll be doing that when the weather gets completely warm, because everything is melted and the ground's like muddy, and I really don't want to walk around that area on mud. Anyway, and then yesterday was not as quite as hot as it was on Tuesday, but it was up there in the 70s, and it was so beautiful. And of course, more ladybugs flew in. They're all gone now. I put them all outside. They're confused, just like what every other little animal that's been going around. They're all confused because of the weather. And now we went down 30 degrees. It was 62 this morning around 6 o'clock, 6:30. And we dropped down to 30 degrees. It's like 32. So we dropped 30 degrees. And we're going to stay in it for several days in the 40s and night in the 30s. March is a very odd month because our seasons are transitioning. Like, we're going from extreme weather of the winter, we're starting to transition into spring. And anytime we start transitioning into another season, the weather gets off. It gets just a little erratic at times. It could be very moody. I call it menopausal March. That's what I do. I call that, because it's just, it goes from one extreme to the next. It doesn't stay balanced because we're transitioning. And March could be either very cold throughout the whole month, or it could be very warm, or it could be a little bit of both, up and down, like a seesaw, you know? Excuse me. Anyway, the reason for this video is just to say hello and ask how everybody's doing out there. And I know things are really looking bleak for what's going on overseas. But we have to remember at this time to keep in prayer for our men and women over there, and innocent civilians, and praying for this country and our leaders, and praying for each other. And we're not supposed to live in fear. We are to be vigilant, aware of your surroundings, but not to live in fear. Meaning, like, yes, we're to live every day like normal, but to be very aware of where you are at all times. Be, alert, but don't be afraid. And even though these things are happening, God is in control and He's looking after us. We have to be very, what's the word? We have to stay, I'll just say it simply. We just have to stay in the Word and stay in prayer. And He will get us through this. I am looking at things in a different light. Excuse me, my allergies are bothering me. I look at things in a different light. I don't look to the next day. I focus and concentrate on the day that is today. And Sage, such a sweet girl, but as I was saying, I don't focus on tomorrow. We're not to focus on another day. We're supposed to stay in the current day and just focus on, the here and now. What I mean by that is don't worry about tomorrow, because God said, for tomorrow worry about itself. I'm paraphrasing it. And we are just to concentrate on the current day. Pray for coverage over your family, your extended family, your friends, whoever you have that you pray for. And, God will provide all the needs that you need. He knows exactly what you want and what exactly that you need. And He will take care of you for that day. And He will continue to do it each day. So with that being said, I just wanted to say this little bit of a small video, just giving you my thoughts and saying, that even though things look bleak, and yes, they do, there's a light in the middle of that storm. And there's a light in that darkness, and that's Jesus. He's here with us. He will always be with us. We call upon Him, and He is near. Just reach out to Him, and He will calm the storm in you. He gives you a peace that surpasses all understanding. Yes, it's normal to worry. Yes, it's normal to be afraid. But did you know that Jesus said in the Bible, do not fear? And He said that 365 times. He meant it to be for each day of the year. 365 days, so a year. So He wants you to take each day and remember, don't fear. He is near. That's my little quote. Do not fear, for Jesus is near. Just take one day at a time. Do something that you like to keep your mind off of the news. If you're done with your Bible study, you could do crafting, go for a walk, call up a family member, go see a family member, go out to have coffee with your loved one or family member, do some gardening. There's plenty of other things to do out there to keep our minds preoccupied, because the news does bring us down, and God never meant for us to live life in fear and in dread. Even though the world around us is in chaos, He's the calm that's in the storm. So, also, just letting you know, I'm going to do a grocery haul this weekend. but it's not going to be, you know, anything grand. I'm just going to probably just do one store, because when I go to Price Chopper, I just pick up little ends here and there. My son gets most of the stuff, and we just get like deli and stuff, and I'll pick up little ends because yes, Price Chopper can be costly. And I get some stuff at Walmart, but I'm going to the super center this weekend, and I'm going to get probably some beauty supplies and some other stuff that I need. And I'll just take you along with me on that. So this way you see what I'm buying, you see the price of it, the coupon, and the savings. And I clipped more of those clipless coupons. I just went into the app and I just took care of it that way. And I go over it one more day before I head there. And right now we have a little bit of snow. It's so odd, you know, like we're getting snow, and yesterday was like 75. Like I said, March is crazy. It's unpredictable. Even Sage doesn't like the March too much. She likes to keep warm in the sun. I would have my windows open or have my curtains open, and she would lay on the sunny part of the couch or the sunniest part of the floor, and she would just sunbathe there for hours. Now she's on her little kitty tower. I'll zoom out so you can see her. Isn't she cute? Hello, baby. Hello. Well, stay tuned for that video this weekend. It's just, you know, something simple, and it'll be just one store. So thank you for tuning in. I just wanted to give you some encouragement, because we are all going through the same thing. We're all in this together. And we just got to look up to the Lord and lift everything up in prayer, because he does carry us through and he does care about us. Thank you for tuning in. Stay safe. God bless.